Hi guys, welcome to Oshay's podcast. We came over from Kenganda and we had to do something for the big man. He left the country, we miss him, but we still have to represent. So it's your girl Janita.
Does he miss
Maya. It's Janita. He does miss me.
Okay, all right.
Oshay, comment section. Oshay does miss me. He'll tell the people. Anyway, it's your girl Janita Maya. You probably saw me from Kenganda and
My name is Kim the Comic.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
So anyway, we're doing our research and everything, and we came across this one comment where this guy was saying women claim they do not need men, but they're the same people in church praying for men. So the irony there.
Let me rub my hands because I love this.
Should we put for his hands on?
Of course. Wait, what's the sound for?
I don't know. Like, what are you going to say that needs the sound?
Guy, I can't hear myself. So women, you say you don't need men, but you're out there praying to wake Jesus for a man. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Oh, Kim. So Kim, tell us.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes. This is a very interesting topic, and I have to tell you, I guess, what can I say? Here we go again. Yeah, because look, when women are young,
Preach.
and beautiful,
Preach.
they feel like they don't need anyone.
Preach.
No one can step on them. No one can change their opinion about anything. If you can't give them what they want, to the bin you go. But when they reach 35, 34, 36, 37, and they don't see anyone with them, then guess what? Jesus, please, I pray for a man. Please, anyone, even if he's on a border, I just need a man in my life. Need a man. I can't do without thee. What?
Yeah, oh my god, that was funny. But listen, I know some people expect me to go another way, but this is why I think about this. Like, whether we like it or not, there's that thing, in psychology, there's a thing that says everything that's happening to you started in your childhood.
What are you
everything
saying?
that you do, there's a reason for it in your childhood. That's why even the trauma you have right now, it started in your childhood. But this is not trauma.
Okay.
You can see, as a kid, you've grown up all your life. All you see is marriage, your parents are together, or maybe even if they're not, it's what the media provide, portrays and everything. It's family. So as a girl, you're groomed.
That's what you
take care of your man. Marriage. Those games. Tata Nimam and all that.
They don't know. First go on. What are you saying?
He knows what I'm saying. But women, we grow up when this whole thing, the idea is that marriage is the ultimate goal. A princess wants to meet the prince. So, I don't blame women who go to church and pray for men because,
Do you think Meg Thee Stallion thinks marriage is the ultimate goal?
No, she does not. I'm not trying to say that every woman thinks like that, but I'm trying to make you see that maybe some women end up going to church because that's what they've, to them, marriage is an achievement. So why not pray for it?
What is your point? Because we're here saying when women are young, they feel like they don't need anyone. Then at a certain age, they start going to church. So how does your point explain anything?
No, this is a different point from your point, Kim. Your point is valid.
But I thought we're on one point.
No, the different points.
We're saying when women sometimes claim they don't need anyone, especially when they've made some small money. You're I don't need a man.
Large amounts of money is what you mean.
That same woman who is making that small amount of money is out there begging a man to take her out for some chicken, begging a man to buy for her data, begging a man. Why is it? I'm going to say something really controversial, yeah? When women make money, I feel like no one actually benefits. But when men make money, everyone benefits.
What's the origin of that statement?
This is where I'm coming from. When a woman has money or is making money, this is what they'll tell you. I don't need a man. I can pay my bills. I can do this on my own. But you know what? As much as they say that, they don't walk the talk. They're out there trying to take advantage of another man's money as they make their own. Why is it so hard for a woman to spend her money? And there's this saying in Africa where women are like, when we get married, my money is my money and your money is our money. I really wish I could land on a woman who says that. I'll take her weave off, I'll pull it off and tell her, hey, stop this nonsense. We don't deal with this kind of nonsense.
Well, definitely it's quite a controversial topic because here are women saying, oh, we don't need men, and they're the biggest, I don't need men or something
Beggars
like
for
that.
money.
But at the other end, I honestly don't blame people who go to church to pray for men, because you should pray for the man that you want, because you will end up with an abusive man. Like, you'll end up with a cheater. You could end up with a thief. What? You could end up with a...
So when they're saying they don't need men, those are the men they're talking about.
No, my point is the church. Like, I've left that. If you're a woman out there and you think you don't need a man, boo, that's you. And if that's the journey you want to walk it till you feel like you've done. Because what you don't understand, sometimes women say they don't need men because they've been hurt, okay? So
but how are you going to go to Jesus and then after telling him you don't need a man, then you're back to Jesus telling him like, I was joking, Jesus.
No, sometimes when a woman has been hurt, she decides, hey, you know what? By the way, we can front all we want, but there's nothing that hurts like heartbreak. That
men don't get heartbroken. Physical.
I'm saying for both genders.
Have you ever had
I don't know why
men
you're trying to...
Yeah, we're talking about women.
Yeah, but like for both genders, let me tell you, issues of the heart are issues of the heart. That's hurt.
How many men have you had come out loudly and say, I don't need a woman in my life? It's usually the women who say that most.
What did you say recently?
John, what are you talking about? I haven't seen you for 2 weeks, so I don't know why you think I told you something.
No, but I'm trying to say sometimes women go on a journey where, it's sometimes you come from a place of heart and you say you don't need a man, and that's understandable. But even in that period, when you're saying you don't need a man, it's okay to pray. But let me tell you something, prayer is powerful. You're praying so that you don't land on the person who hurt you before you get. You don't want to land on a thief. You don't want to hurt someone so I can maybe say, hey, I don't need a man in this time, but I'm going to pray for my future babe.
But don't you think you're giving God so much work? Like,
no, honey, God created that.
One minute you don't need a man, then next minute you're praying to God for a man. Okay, let's talk about the point. God. What is that point where a woman doesn't need a man, and then that point where they cross to asking God for a man? Like, when does that point reach? When you're like, you know what? Let me pray to God and get a man. When does that point reach? So,
like you mentioned already, there's a point of being desperate. Mm-hmm. That's point number one. So there are times when a woman gets desperate and she decides, hey, you know what? I may be alone.
I feel like that point is when they realize they're getting ugly. Then they're like, you know what?
Is J-Lo ugly to you?
I better just...
And she's 50. Are the Kardashians ugly to you and they're old?
How do the Kardashians have to do with this?
No, like I'm trying to tell you. By the way, I'm going to show you some girls on Instagram.
The Kardashians, that Kardashian has a man, right?
My bad.
So what are you saying?
I'm just trying to say that women who look fine in that old age, like you're trying to say,
how many?
They realize they're starting to get ugly. The women who look fine.
Of course, they do realize. They realize.
Black don't crack.
They realize they have depreciated and they're like, oh my God, any man come out and take me. Because I rejected all of you when I was young. I thought I was it. And now that you have grown old, you're depreciating, everything is not making sense. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. Then you realize, you know what? I need a man who can just take this from me. Let me just get, you get. And women have this thing where they think they'll have standards at a young age. And like, hey, I don't need a man. But then when they're all of a sudden they think men are supposed to lower their standards and accept you in the name of Jesus Christ. Well, guess what?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe you could look at it that way, but you could decide to be more understanding and take it from this perspective.
And what's that perspective?
Maybe when she was young, she was just naive and arrogant and proud. There's something called growth. You grow even in your mind. The way you were thinking before is not how you're thinking now. But anyway, before all that, I wanted to say...
So you're saying we should excuse them for their...
No. I'm saying...
pride and all that.
I'm saying you could think like him or you could think like me. Choice is yours.
Most of you guys think you're allowed to make mistakes, and you guys, when you realize you made a mistake, you should just be accepted all of a sudden. And when a man makes a mistake, he's the worst person in the world. So you cannot say you don't need a man and then go back to church and start praying to God, because God himself gets confused. Like he's like, but
God
Sandra,
never gets confused.
John, you said you don't need a man. I gave you the border guy, you said no. I gave you the chapati guy, you said no.
So that's what the name of Jesus Christ. But anyway, God is not human. He doesn't get confused. Don't get that confused. But like I was saying before, the points we're talking about where a woman reaches and she's like, now let me start praying for a man.
Like
it can be being desperate. Then another time, you can walk a journey of being alone, understanding yourself, knowing yourself, and then you realize, hey, I'm now ready to spend my life with someone, and it's possible.
Is that woman really doing well in her life when she realizes that?
Yes. You can, I encourage, like, listen, you can be a woman out there like, hey, let me first make my money because like I don't want to go stress someone's son out there.
Really, there are women who are that empathetic on men's money. I mean, even if you go to China, Brazil,
no, listen,
every woman is not empathetic on money.
So
what I would say is there are some women who don't demand money that much or don't demand from a man that much.
She's getting it from someone else.
Every woman is demanding from a man something. So when you come here and start telling us you don't need a man, it will come to you and you will need them and they won't be around. I saw a meme somewhere that husbands are going to be scarce by 2023. So
so all women should let you because men will be scarce.
John, time is running out. I don't want to see you in charge one day.
Listen, by the way, can we talk about this?
Prayer requests. Let me have John with a prayer request. God, I need a man. At 35.
It's all laugh and game and whatnot. But let me tell you something. Even, you know what? Leave Kim alone. As a girl, if you know your girl out there, you should have prayed for a man already. Listen, we used to have these ladies who used to come and do like prayer, high school and whatnot. But like they used to tell us, you need to start praying for your man because the man that you want, start building him right now. Start praying for him. There's something called the power of manifestation. When you speak it, Aint who exists.
You need some church music going on.
You need to pray to God
for a man.
No, we can pretend.
Okay, let me.
Do you know that Russell Wilson actually mentioned that he prayed for the woman he has right now?
Russell Wilson is Ciara, right?
Yeah, but he also prayed. Yeah, but listen,
Ciara, really? So he prayed for a woman who has already a child with some.
No, when he mentioned, he said, no. Listen, I was watching the interview and he said he prayed for a woman who would stand by him through all the time and a woman who was a family woman. You get?
I don't know who Russell Wilson was praying to, but if he managed to get a single mom, then
listen,
I don't know. I haven't said
you can listen to him all
anything.
you want, but listen, take anything you want to God. Pray about it. If you want to pray for a man, even though you don't want to entertain him right now in your life, do that.
Unless Russell Wilson prayed for a single mom and then he got Ciara, there I would be like, okay.
No, he genuinely prayed for her because they were in an interview and then he said, why is everyone asking for Ciara's prayer? Why don't they ask for my prayer? Mic drop. Drop the mic.
When you're dating someone, these guys will say anything and it's up to you to either believe it or not. So Russell Wilson can sit here and tell us he went to overnights, prayed to Jesus, Buddha. But hey, I don't want to be the judge, but the situation Ciara was in, she needed Russell Wilson. Like Russell Wilson didn't need Ciara. Ciara needed Russell Wilson. Firstly, because Ciara messed up. Like, I don't know if she messed up, but like she got someone who couldn't take care of the child and decided to get pregnant with them and she messed up. So when she found Russell Wilson, I feel like she needed him and there is no way she was ever going to say no. Like, let's be honest.
I strongly disagree with you there, but that's a topic for another day. Like, we're not going to get into it. But what's your conclusion about this whole thing?
Firstly, before I end, I'd like to say Ciara could be the one who prayed for a man to God and got Russell Wilson. Let's just clear
she also prayed. Both of them prayed.
That's exactly why we're talking about today,
That's
right?
Powerful. Mic drop again.
She probably thought she didn't need a man after Future. And then it hit her that she needed one. So anyways, what I could tell you guys out there, like, mind what you say when you're young. When you're young, basically, is when you make the most. Okay, some people are old and making mistakes, but like when you're young is when you feel like you have the freedom and you feel like no one should tell you anything. But hey, it always catches up with you at a later age or at a certain stage. So, women, as much as, yes, there are men out there who are not worth it, there are also men out there who are actually worth it. So take your time. Find this person because you're not going to ever sit here and tell me you don't need a man. That is the most you'll ever say to yourself because we're here to, what is it called? Interdependence. Like, yes, we're here to, like, we're interdependent on each other. So find the right man, Don't be running around for future, and then he gets you pregnant, and then you say, hey, I don't need a man anymore. Just find the right man and settle with them, or do something with them. We all need each other.
Wow, thank you, Kim. No, seriously, thank you. But I
feel like I say so much sense more than you on this podcast. Yeah?
Really, come on, go to Kenganda and decide for yourself. Watch the videos there and then decide. Anyway, my last remarks would be, let me tell you something. Is this on me?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Too bad for it, but
if you are a woman out there and you feel like in your journey of this life you do not need a man, then baby girl, live life like that. No, if you feel like for 2 years, 3 years, you want to concentrate on yourself, maybe you've been heartbroken, take the break. It's not by force to have a man. It's not the end of the world, you get. So if you want to relax and say you don't need a man, and that's like your healing journey, do that by all means. Yeah, and
John,
even in that break and everything, because your healing is different for everyone. Even in that break, you can still pray for a man because you made a mistake before and you do not want to repeat that mistake. I'm all for praying. I tell my friends, if I ever get a praying man.
When did you last go to church?
That's it. Excuse you, please.
That's no.
No.
The whole year.
No. I attended an online service for Fanero. He can laugh all he wants, but I'm not going to go to church because the distance and everything.
Doing, if that's what we are saying, then I also was in a porn video. I watched one sometimes.
No, that's on you. Kim, you cannot judge my journey with God. That's something you'll never shame me for. Nothing. I do what I do to fill my spiritual void with God. So I'm telling this to all the girls out there. John. If you want to pray for your man, pray by all means. No one's going to tell you what to do. You pray. God is there to listen to you. Okay? And if you want to rest from men, rest. Men can be stressing.
You will be lonely.
Men are stressing. If you want to rest for a year or two,
no one will buy you sandals.
No, it's okay. Rest. It's not by force to be stressed.
Who will buy you
sandals? Because you want a man around you. It's not by force. Okay? People are being beaten in their so-called relationships, cheated on, they're getting you get. So but I'm not saying relationships with men are bad, but I'm just saying if you want to rest. Anyway, and in your rest you can also pray for a man.
As we end this, John, I just want to ask you one last thing as we sign out. Where is your man? Where is your man? It's been 3 whole years and you are single.
Kim, I owe you no explanation, and it disturbs me to think you deserve an explanation.
Thank you so much. Guys. Thank you so much, guys.
But guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed. Also head over to the Kenganda YouTube channel and also subscribe. You can see more of me and someone, but more of me, if you know what I mean. And yeah, do that. Also follow us on all our socials. Follow his socials, and our socials are Kenganda Nation on Facebook, Kenganda on Facebook, and Oshay's socials
just subscribe to this YouTube channel, Oshay Jackson,
and also buy his t-shirts. Black men are perfect.
Yeah, peace.